What's going on, truckers? I'm in my 2022 Peterbilt 579, and I ran into my first problem, and I ran into something else that I don't like, and both have to deal with fuel. So prior to picking up the truck, I noticed it was like right under halfway. So my first load I picked up, I was only going like 340 something miles. So I was like, all right, let me just put a little 50 gallons in there to top it off real quick. So mind you, I put the fuel in and I noticed the gas gauge didn't move. So I'm like, maybe maybe it need a little time or whatever. So I went to driving it, and I went from Ohio to Virginia, and it hasn't moved not one bit. So I'm thinking like, okay, it got bigger tanks than a Freightliner, slightly bigger, not the major. So I'm like, maybe it's that. I delivered today, and I just drove off. Look, it says it has almost half a tank. So I felt it like kind of jerk a little bit. So I'm like, oh man, hold on, that don't feel right. So I went ahead and pulled up at this Liberty mom and pop gas station, and I just put 124 gallons in, which should have moved the gauge a little bit if it's halfway. I'm waiting a little bit, see if it moves. I'm gonna come back in a second, see if it moves. If not, you know. Alright guys, I just sat here for literally 15 minutes, and still nothing. So I don't know if it's a recall on this. I can't get it with tail, man. And to think about it, it looked like someone had this truck already, because it already came with 1,000 something miles on it. It like somebody had it already. And me noticing that like last night when I was driving, the windshield had like a bunch of different spots where someone put their GPS, it looks like. So someone was driving the truck. So I don't know if they gave the truck back for this reason right here or what, but I mean, the def looked like it worked, because it was kind of low on def. I put def in it, and the def gauge went up. But another problem, man. Oh, and about the fuel. Okay, so when you put in the fuel, and I know you can see all that fuel splashed up. For one, it didn't even come locked on there. But this is one thing I do not like. So when you're pumping your gas now, you have to literally hold it there the whole time on both sides, because it don't stay in due to the fact of this black thing. I just took off the other side and it stayed in for a little bit, but you see, as soon as you let it go, it's coming right out. There's no way to, how you leave it on both sides and go pump and you'll be good. Nah. So Peterbilt, you need to fix this right here, or come up with another aftermarket part for this, because you cannot leave it. So imagine it was snowing out here, or raining or something like that, and you'll be stuck out here in the rain. But so far, that's the only problem I found. It does sound kind of loud, louder than normal. Like far as it sounds like the motor is sitting on the chassis sometimes while I'm driving. I don't know if that's the coming sound or what, but yeah, I hope I don't have to go through what I went through. I called a couple Peterbilt dealers to make sure that they didn't have no recalls or anything like that on the fuel floater. But guy told me no, I should be fine. But we'll see. I'll let y'all know. So, with my curiosity and my mechanic skills, so I just went ahead and think I fixed it myself. This fuel gauge issue. I could not wait at no dealer for no 2 weeks for that. But basically what I did, I'm recording this part inside of the truck because guy on the right of me and the left of me both have their trucks running, and I know once I go out it's gonna be kind of loud. So I'm gonna explain now, then I'm gonna just show you what I did. So basically I went on the passenger side of the truck, and I noticed that it was a harness, like a dummy harness. I have it right here, and it wasn't running or nothing. So this was plugged in the spot where the secondary tank has a leveler, fuel leveler, and I just took this out and actually plugged the plug inside the fuel leveler. I called the dealer. They told me that, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, just with this. So who knows, it probably is supposed to be like that or not, I don't know. So I plugged it in and I actually moved the gauge to where I'm guessing where it's supposed to be at. I'm gonna drive the truck, you know, drive somewhere else, and hopefully it's working so I can have that situation solved. But I'm gonna go ahead outside and show you where this was at and how I did it. This is how it was. See how it's not plugged into anything. So what I did was just take it out and plugged it inside the fuel leveler sensor right there, and I went and cranked it up, and it was working. So hopefully when I drive it, it'll be good. Oh yeah, and I noticed when I do take this off, it holds in there so I can pump fuel. So like I said, Peterbilt, I guess you can make another one that's cut out like right about here or somewhere closer, so when you put the fuel pump in, it can actually sit down and stay in there. So every time I pump gas, I got to take this off in order to pump on both sides. It actually just was on half, the exact half. I don't know if you want to rewind the video, but now it was the exact half. We couldn't see that line at the top. And now me sitting here running the truck, idling it actually went down a little bit. So I'm guessing it's working by now, but once I drive, I'm gonna record again and I'll show you if it goes down to empty. So stay tuned. Trying to see the sun over there, man. The sun looking like the mad emoji. Well, as you can see, I went ahead and drove from Ohio. I made it to Delaware. I pushed it, but now that I know it worked, it kind of did something tricky. It kept standing like halfway, then like immediately it started dropping. So I figured I didn't need gas because it was moving slow. But when it gets down to like, I want to say a quarter, it starts to drop kind of fast. So I went ahead and stopped that this TA, about to fill it up real quick. But just to let you know that the float do work now from the other side. I guess I plug it in, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up and continue to get on my journey. Today we're going to take a shower at TA today. Go check out TA bathrooms. Well, I just got pulled over for literally nothing. He said he pulled me over just because he pulled me over. So I said, what did I do? He said, just a random stop. So basically he wasting his time right now. Because as you know, this is a brand new truck. I don't have my stuff in it. He ain't got nothing to look through. He just climbed up in here and said, oh, you got a brand new truck? I said, yes, sir. So he running my license, I guess, right now, and my registration. Hopefully, he said he let me off with a warning. How can you let me off with a warning when you didn't pull me over for nothing? It's crazy. Well, truckers, it's been a nice week. Nice week. I got all good things to say, about the truck, except for the little minor fuel issue. I didn't run out of gas, never. It's working. So it went on E. I would say not E, but I let it go up, down, I tried to fill it up. I didn't know that these bigger tanks on the truck, I'm used to filling up the truck with like 450 maybe. That thing got to 528 and still wasn't full. I mean, I ain't used to this, but I think it's a good thing because I stopped less than what I usually would stop. So other than that, everything runs smooth. I love the truck. I put a decent amount of miles on it. I start off with like 1,000. It's I got one more load to do, going to Atlanta. That's about 400 something miles, so it's at 3,712 right now. But other than that, man, truck good, is ride good. I done got plenty of people ask me, stopped me, wanted to look at the truck, wanted to look inside the truck. It's a great feeling to, have something that's really like a demanding truck on the road. Like far as people, that's what their goal to have. And mind you, I only been driving since 2019. So a lot of people say I've moved very fast on far as my progress. I'm sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, man. Leave a comment, man. Let me know how your truck doing. Other than that, man, this is gonna complete my week. If anything else pop up, I'll just drop it on there. Just keep following me, man.